What's up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue. What I'm going to be doing today is going to be some pan seared scallops with a white wine sauce. Very simple, very easy recipe with just a few ingredients. Anyway, the ingredients we're going to need for this recipe, we just need some kosher salt. The recipe calls for black pepper, but another YouTube channel out of Norway sent me some fancy Norwegian pepper. I can't pronounce this stuff, but I did taste it. And this is a very complex pepper. Anyway, Elton at Elton's Barbecue Pit sent me this stuff. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the iCard above and description below. Run by there and take a look at his stuff. He's hooking it up. Anyway, those are our first two ingredients. And the first thing I'm going to do is get these scallops seasoned before we move on with the rest of these ingredients. Now what I've done was I rinsed them off a few hours ago, got them on some paper towels, got all that moisture out of them. Now I'm just going to hit the top layer because we're going to get the other layer when it's in the skillet. But we're going to go ahead and hit it with some salt. And then some of this fancy pepper. And this is almost like pepper flakes. This isn't like traditional black pepper that you would be seeing. But I think it's going to work well in this recipe. We're going to come back to this a little bit later. Our other ingredients that we're going to be needing is some white wine, some minced onions, minced garlic, olive oil, and it didn't call for parsley, but I have this dry parsley I need to use up, so we're going to be using that as well. And then we have some butter. All the ingredients are going to be in the description below. I'm going to be making double the recipe, so the recipe that you see in the description is going to be half of what I'm making now. Our first step is we need to get this sauce made up. Let's get over to the stove and get hooking that up. Now the first thing we need to do with this sauce is we need to go ahead and cook these onions down. And we're going to let those go for about 5 minutes. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our garlic. And then we're going to let this go for about another minute. So another minute's gone by. We're starting to get some color in here. We're going to go ahead and add our wine now. And we're going to hit it with a little bit of salt and pepper. And we're going to reduce this by about half. So now while our sauce is reducing down, we're going to go ahead and sear off these scallops. I've already got a thin layer of olive oil and we got our pan up to temperature. I got it like on a medium high right now. Remember, I put the salt and pepper on top of these scallops, so now we're going to put that seasoned side down on this skillet. You don't want them too close together or else they're going to start steaming, and that's not what you want. Now that we have our scallops in, they're probably going to take about 5 minutes. We're going to go ahead and season the other side of them. And don't worry about all this, all that pepper and everything that's going into this skillet is going to make that sauce incredible. We're going to know that these things are ready to be flipped when they release from the pan. So if you were to try to flip them now, they're kind of sticking. So when they release is going to be when we want to flip them. These have done about 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and flip them over. Let these scallops go about another 3 minutes, and if you push them, you're not going to want them to be firm, which these aren't. We're going to go ahead and add our sauce to it. And I'm going to let that go for about another 30 seconds, and I'm going to shut it off completely. Go another 30 seconds. I hit it with a little bit of that parsley. Now I'm going to go ahead and stir it in and plate up. Here's what we're looking like all plated up. I cannot wait to taste this. Alright, I'm not even going to try to act like I have any manners and cut one of these in half. I'm going all in on this. Make sure I get some of that sauce up in there. This is so good. I can't even explain it. The way that pepper kind of adhered to that sear almost add like another dimension. First of all, I'd like to thank Elton at Elton's Barbecue Pit for probably spending 3 times the value of the spices to send them from Norway to Colorado. Please run by his channel. Like I said, links in the iCard above, description below. Tell him No Hippie Barbecue sent you. Anyway, before I act a fool and eat this whole plate in front of you, let me get out of here. Thanks for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.